Yo, okay. Let's get it. Um, I'm making. Uh, I'm currently making a page for my comic. It's called Old Business. I'm gonna do a little recap of what it's about. Well, it's not really a recap if you don't know what it's about in the first place. Unless you've actually seen it, I don't know. Yeah, it's about a guy, right? He horrible description already. Not gonna lie. Hold on, let me search up. It's a story that takes place in this like dystopian world where superheroes were made illegal a long time ago. Yeah, you're probably thinking about like the Incredibles right now. Um, it's heavily based off. It's heavy. It's like inspired by The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller. If anybody's seen that. But yeah, it's dystopian world where superheroes were banned a long time ago, like 18 years ago. And our protagonist, Ragul, um, he actually he retired like 20 years ago, but he has seen the world slowly collapse and just turn to absolute shit. The crime has risen like extremely high. It's basically like a it's basically Gotham at this point. Without all the big villains, just like Gotham, just with the crime. Um, or just like yeah, it's all bad, and he is actually in the game, right? So what's happening is he, man, I'm just playing it so slow. Yeah, he's in a gang, and he had to carry out this hit to basically kill this woman and her child, right? And he was there along with his like he's there along with five guys, and they're about to carry out this hit. But before he you know, is finally like about to kill them. They're gonna stab her to death. I'm guessing a child too. Yeah, I'm guessing. I'm the author. Um, yeah, it's a child too. But he locks in, and he's like, "This is fucked up. I can't keep dealing out hits like this." And he kills his members. He kills the people that he was doing hit out with, and so the lady escapes. And so he goes back home and he's just crashing out. He's like, "Why did I do this? I'm not supposed to let anybody know I'm a superhero. I'm supposed to keep this really low key." Um, so he's like, "Well, there's no going back now. I done did my duties and I fucking, I'm just gonna go back to my superhero days and I'm gonna do some shit, no matter if it's illegal or not, because that's what being a superhero is. Doing what's right even when it's hard." Um, So yeah, he puts on a suit and he handles business. Some old business. I get it because the name of the comic, old business. Yeah. First thing he does, he goes to this island. There's just old guy on it. Um, and he's carrying out experiments on the superhero or used to be superhero, right? And she's been there for some years and they're about to kill her off, right? They're about to kill her off. It's like, I don't get enjoyment from seeing you suffer anymore. You are worthless, and we're just gonna kill you. We're done. So before that can happen, right? He comes in, he slashes his whole jaw off, basically. Slashes his whole jaw off. I gotta start drawing it actually. Slashes his whole jaw off and kills the guy, right? Because he deserves to die. yeah, so that happens and frees the woman, right? But before he can free him, what he has to do, he has to like kill the rest of the security in there. I don't know how he got past security before, but I guess he has to take him out. No, we're not. He doesn't kill them, but what happens? He beats their ass basically. And a suppressed. He holds back so he doesn't kill them because they're like military members. They probably don't even know fully what's going on. Probably, I don't know. Hopefully they don't. Um, so it takes him to the roof. He's like, "Tell me more about this place before I crush this guy's chest to death." He like takes another one of the soldiers and he's like, "Uh, yeah." He's like, tell me all your shit right now before he's dead." It's like, wait. Okay. I'll tell you everything. Just wait a second, right? And I don't know if I like that. What I was gonna do is when I have like this, it's falling off a building because the last page, can't really show you. I don't know. Okay, let's say yeah, I'll bring his chest to dust. In the comic, it says I'll break in your chest do dust because it was a typo, but I still kind of like it like that. Is that kind of just an excuse for me to be lazy? Yes, but shut up. And he tells him everything. He's like, this guy named Forenzo. Man, I don't even get a lot of information on this place. And ooh, what if he's like this? It's like a back view. Uh, uh, can you even see that really? It's really hard to see it. Here, we used this camera isn't the best quality, but it's gonna have to work. I might buy another camera soon. There we go. You can kind of see that. So maybe it's like this, and then there's like a city. His feet could be like right there. Toesy Woesies. No? OD? Okay. Uh, hmm. Gotta do some like interesting perspective from this. Thinking like maybe like that. Just because it's big body, right? Oh yeah, comic. I kind of stopped talking about it. I'm just okay. Let me just explain it real quick. Oh yeah, okay. So he leaves the soldiers alone, right? And then he comes back. He saves the girl, brings her to the parents. The parents don't like him. They're like, "Oh, have you been keeping her away from me, us this whole time?" No, it's not like she's a little like high school girl. She probably was like around, like she was probably in her teens, like adult teens when she got kidnapped. But or maybe just like high school teens. I don't know. But by the time she comes back to her parents, she's an adult, like in 20s or something, maybe 30s. But it's been in there for a pretty good time. Uh, and it's like yeah, but she's gonna. I don't know. I can't tell you. I was about to say probably. I don't know. Probably not gonna be that many people watching this anyway. But fuck it. Um, just do these little talks while I'm just drawing. It's be good. I'm not fucking with that at all. I wanna be a professional comic artist. It's gonna be pretty hard too. I just wanna work for like Dark Horse or some shit. I don't even gotta work for Marvel. That's the goal. Goal most definitely is to work for Marvel, but that's it's gonna be some time. I'm like 15. Uh, not really in that. I don't even think you can work. You can probably work at Marvel if you're young, but Probably just be too much of a risk. Have a 15-year-old, score and shit. Um, man, I don't even know how long I've been in this. 12 minutes. I haven't put a single thing on paper. I have. So there's gonna be some panels on this side. Or I might make the panels bigger. I don't know. Should make it smaller. Not gonna make them smaller. Gonna have panel like right there. Panel layout. It's probably like 4 panels. Uh, something like that. I gotta even them out, but something like that. It's gonna be like yeah, something like that. I'll fix that up later. Really uneven right now, but hey. Mm, okay, so right here, I'm trying to worry about what's right here. I'm thinking. Okay, no, I think he's flying somewhere. Like maybe like he's flying. And we're behind this part. Oh no, it's like maybe flying right here. And I don't know. Or it could be like flying down here. His feet is up here. He's flying like up here, and it's like a top view. He's something that. Um, I don't think that's needed. If I'm just gonna put a little small, man, this it's always the planning. Planning is always the hardest part. It's never the actual drawing. The actual drawing is always super light. It's just like whatever. Okay, maybe I'm just not gonna do this panel layout. Or maybe wait, I got an idea. Okay, here I got an idea. Here about right, you was like right there. It's like haha, evildoers, take you down. Like nah. It's like holy shit. Like, just little cape. He's like, what the fuck? Or it could be running. sometimes I feel like I, so I hate not being the center of attention. I'm not gonna lie. I see. I don't know. I sometimes I'm like, sometimes I feel weird. Like I don't know what I want because I feel like sometimes if it's just like I like being the center of attention when stuff goes down, but at the same time, I I think I'm just used to being the center of attention because I'll always be popular. So it's like not like popular kid, but it's just like I don't know, kind of popular. Always like the nobody ever really took me seriously, but still popular. Um, as Yeah, sometimes like I'm not center of attention. I'm like, what? I don't like being in situations where, no, you know what? Maybe it's not even that. I just don't like being ignored. That's the thing. I feel like I get ignored a lot. I don't even necessarily have to be a center of attention. Just hate being ignored or feeling like my input on something is invalid. And I guess maybe I'm not weird for that. Now I talk about it. Yeah, maybe I'm not weird for that because I just can't be in a situation where I'm seen as like the guy like nobody invited. It's just like who wants this guy in here? Like just get out. But it's also I don't want to feel irrelevant. Kind of um, feeling irrelevant is kind of feel like I don't want to die and be forgotten. You know, this niggas like people like Julius Caesar and all those. I wouldn't like the African prince who was known, or not African king that was known for being like the richest dude ever. I'm be like them. I'm be like him. I don't gotta be rich. I just want to be known. Like I just want a place in history, but it's hard to because every and that's all kind of I love and hate being in this situation. It's like with the internet, everybody's known. Everybody's known, but that also when everybody's known, that means nobody's known. Everybody there you see so many people on the internet. So yeah, it's like I'm only I don't even know what I'm just trying to get at. And yeah, it's like I feel like I don't get it here's the thing, right? I think I'm pretty talented in some regards, and I feel like I'm not recognized enough for it. But it's also my fault because I feel guilty when I'm recognized for something, but I also feel left out when I'm not recognized for something. You know, it's like I got two versions of me fighting each other, and also I'm just like it sounds pretty like let's say hypocritical or I don't know something like I'm tooting my own horn like oh you just want to be the center of attention all the time. And the thing is, yeah, trying to do. Um, but that's also like I don't want to have. Like I feel like I'm pretty good at drawing. Yeah, shit. Nobody cares. You know. I mean, but that's a lot of artists. A lot of artists are super good at what they do. Um, I can't even color. There's people out there doing magnificent shit. And yeah. Also, like in the field, I'm doing like comic art. It's like comics are out of style, like right? Because everybody reads manga, but it depends on where you live. At least in the U.S., reading manga is just reading comics is just it's out of date. Everybody's reading manga now, and that's kind of fucked. Because it's like, what if I were in the '90s? What if I were there in the '90s? I'd probably still be known today. Probably not as popular, but I'd still be have some sort of following. I don't know. It's like, yeah, yeah. I also feel just what I want to accomplish in life. Maybe it's just young. I'm just young, and it's like, I don't know. I shouldn't even be worrying about this shit. But I don't know. I feel like I'm like 60 years old at the end of my days, and I only have like a little bit of time left. But really, I've got a whole life ahead of me. There's also, uh, just like, what if I don't? You know, Something could always happen. But it's like, I don't know. You might die. Hmm. It's kind of scary. Um. Yeah, I really don't know, but and it pissed me off that I don't know. Yeah. It's also kind of pissing me off that probably nobody will see this video, so I'm probably just yapping. I'm probably gonna come back some like weeks and be like, this is so cringe. So why am I sharing? I'm probably gonna regret this because like, why am I sharing my personal life, personal thoughts with a friggin' randoms on the internet? Yeah, it's like randoms I would never see, so I won't know. That's also kind of a bad thing, You might hear this if it does blow up. You might hear this. Uh, be sad for a little bit, but it's also a thing. At the end of the day, my life is not your life. So, in left, in like how many like a couple minutes after you see this, or it might have an effect on you. It might be a little sad, but next day you're gonna wake up, be like, I don't care. You might not specifically think that, but that's always good advice. Just not be sad because of somebody else's situation. But mm, it's not a situation. It's just kind of mental shit. Helps with your brain. Helps with me a lot too. I kind of wonder if I'm depressed sometimes. I don't think I don't know. I don't know if I'm depressed for like hormones, the teenage hormones or whatever. Uh, I see symptoms. It's like, oh, that looks like me. But it's like, I don't know. I'm just always kind of mad. Always kind of, what's that? Always think about bad shit. But also, I remember, like, I don't got a reason to be depressed. It's just how I am. Like, there's people much worse situations happy as shit. And my life could always be much worse. Shit. How I'm living right now is better than like 70% of people in the whole world. There are tons of people who don't have running water or running toilet. They can't eat. It's like It's like, why am I sad? I don't know. Let me just get the drawing. Okay. Um, um, ideally has a black shirt. Speaking of black, it's another thing. Kind of, man, I would not trade being black for anything, bro. I feel like me being black, it's a blessing, blessing and a curse, but it's a blessing because I feel like if I was some like white or something, it's like I would have a much easier life. But something about having that tragedy, like the being oppressed and shit, it kind of gives me pride that I'm still here. Like I'm living proof that living proof that you can survive no matter what. Just always make it through. You see though, you see a lot of times it's like it's sometimes it's not even like direct racism that's hits you. Direct racism is everywhere. That too, but um, it's subtle racism that is hits me the most. Um, it's like I think like when somebody sees me, it's not like I'm South Side where it's like super bad, but I think like I don't know. There's social experiment where somebody had like a scar on their face, and it was like I was like a Zach D Films video. It was like they had a scar on their face, and it was like, well, when you expect people to judge you, then you see the judgment everywhere, versus when you don't see the expect the judgment. I don't know. I just think like, what is going on behind those eyes? Are they like secretly less fond of me because I'm black? You know, like that customer that they just served before me, are they like, I don't know. So I feel like even if you're not racist, I feel like almost everyone has a little bit of subtle racism. That everything you've seen. I feel like it's almost unavoidable unless you're like a child or you just don't interact with many people. It's kind of how like you see people. I'm still talking about race here, but people like uh if a celebrity walks to a freaking restaurant, they'll get shit for free even though they're already rich. See a homeless guy, they'll just get kicked out. It's like homeless guy needs it more, but I kind of see it like that for like people. And for like stuff, I don't know. It's like see me. It's like you. Do you think I'll be? There's like a white lady walking one direction that I also need to walk. It's like, why do I have to be? I kind of feel scared in a way that like I'm going to be seen as like this weird ass nigga. It's like the fuck. Just follow me. I don't know. I could just be overly paranoid and just like doom scrolling and shit. I feel like I'm gonna see me as like some weird ass black dude trying to rape this woman. That's also the thing. I look old for my age, so I think like, oh, I'm adult. I'm not even, and even then, like you know, black teenagers, black kids, they're often viewed as older than they actually are. You know what I'm saying? You can be like 15, but they'll still treat you like an adult. Treat you bad, but you'll get tried for an adult if you do a crime. It's like spin a thing on it. They get like what, less affection by people. And it's like, yeah, you're seeing more like a black 15-year-old, white 15-year-old. They're gonna treat that white 15-year-old like it's actual 15-year-old. And it's like they do something that's like, oh, okay, whatever. Black teenager is like, that's a problem. I don't like that at all. It's like, why are humans like this? I don't know. Uh, but yeah, it's like, I just feel a certain way because, like, if I'm denied something by somebody, is it because I'm simply denied of that, or is it because of like racial bias? I can never really for sure know. I extremely like, she look white. No, maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. Something like I'm gonna stop doing stuff like this. I'm actually gonna shade it properly. Being lazy at this point. Um, it feels good being able to talk to an imaginary viewer. Cause it's like, I don't know. I could just get a whole bunch of hate comments if this does blow up. That'd be kind of fucked. Like, bro, you're such a crybaby. Shut up. I'd probably just call it racist. I don't know. If anybody got genuine, like, you know. At the same time, if you comment, it's gonna boost the amount of people who see this. So, fuck it, do what you want. My art style has gotten much looser. I used to draw a whole bunch of striations across my characters. I like that one of my old pieces. I'm like, man, I used to think this shit was ass. Monkey, like, this looks better now. First little panel, like that. It's like running. Let's do a little simple background. Nothing too crazy. Screw that. A little light from like a lamp or something. Let's see what we got. Oh, shit spotted eye. He's so annoying. Um, hello. See me. Draw for 40 minutes. Holy. Get this. And it's gonna be like, I think the panel line's like right about there. I don't know for sure though. Okay. Just jump in somewhere. I've just come to start doing really loose pencils. Because it's like I used to like be like, oh, I'm gonna become a penciler. I still want to become a penciler. If I can become a penciler, I would. I could become a penciler. I would pencil the fuck out of everything, man. I would make everything look pristine. But if not, when I'm just working on my own little comic, it's like, why? You know, if I'm working on somebody else's, then I'll put some real work into the pencils. Like I've got drawings that have really good penciling, and it's just pencils. Um, I guess you could say, and where it's just efficiency. Actually, so yeah, clean up this a little bit. Feel like I'm smearing like crazy right now. Oh shit. My bad. Doom scrolling. Probably not even gonna finish this on camera. To be a work in progress. Just kind of want to see. This nigga switches looks every time, bro. I'm this guy's he has no defining look. Like one definite look. Let me look back on some of the old pages. Cause he can't keep looking different every single time. It's genuinely frightening me, bro. The only defining feature he has is that he has thin eyebrows, and that's it. Genuinely crazy, bro. This is his like look. Big eyes kind of. Kind of has like a rounder head. Big lips. Oh, that's why it looks white, because he has no lips. Ugh. Wow. Bro. There we go. Still looks kind of white, but maybe you're mistaken that for. I mean, not mistaken. Maybe you could say that's a look. Alright, so he's coming down. Space. I just ink that. Make it look good. Alright. Yeah, his little cape. Just gonna block everything out. Alright, so he's like that. Could do some really extreme perspective. Oh, cool. Just like out of nowhere, I just have like perspective or something. So that's funny. Man, I was muted. My bad. Um, I like that. I love getting hyped on my own shit. I see that. It's like that. You see, it's like, oh, it's coming down, bro. That's freaking fire. Um, you know what I need to start doing? I need to start adding like cool shit to my comics, cause I think a lot of charm from like old comics and shit like that, like 90s, is that they would like cool panels and shit. And it's like stuff that you could only get from that comic. You know, if it was in like an adaptation or something, you simply won't get that because you can't unless it was just a direct tribute to the comic or something like unless you purposely put a panel like that there. But you know, it just won't hit the same unless you're like reading it. You know, I don't you just, sound effects. Need something that makes it to where there's a reason you would read the comic just as a comic and not just like, oh, why can't I just watch a show? You know? What I'm talking as you remain friends in Thailand. But I'm listening to music. I can't really hear it though. Um, what am I gonna do? Mm. Yeah, I think I gotta do is I gotta make the viewer care about this character first before I get do the backstory. So I think what can happen sometimes is do the backstory for a character that you don't even care about. And you know, sometimes you think like, oh well, you know, that the backstory is the reason why you care about the character. No. It's like you don't you know your friend for a long time and then you like understand his childhood or like what, you know stuff about him later and then that kind of makes you care about him even more sometimes. It's not like you don't just meet somebody, you're like, oh, here's my whole backstory, you know? here's everything about me. And let's be like, oh, I grew up here, you know, little stuff, but most of the time it's just chill than you know. Talk about Glenn, talk about none. Don't know this one. Yeah, fuck no, I'm not an expert. Yeah. It's gotten like this like hot to it, hot to it, hot to it. No, that's what they say. Sorry, I can't remember. Probably hop on the game with my friends after this. Oh, you hell, Hickory. Just draw some shit. Dude, um, I just don't know. I really just don't know. Man, what do I even do now? It's like going down. But maybe I might change that. Here, I'm gonna do top view of some buildings destroyed and shit. It's nighttime, so destroyed city. That little, that little, oh, it's lagging like crazy. Little thing right there. That's yeah, that's basically done. That'll be it for now. Had a little self therapy session, I guess. I don't know. We'll talk. What page this is? I think it's gonna be. Looks like it's page 8. Yeah, it's gonna be about it. I'm gonna stop recording. Peace.